Welcome back to the Viridian League. We have arrived at its 11th event, the high jump, which has been submitted by the White Whirlwinds, who just barely missed out on their first medal in the last event. We'll see a slight example run here of how these jumps will look. The championship battle really heated up after the last event. The Rainbirds hold just a single point lead over the Supersonics, with the Apple Tarts and Eventide Aurors not far behind. Now, for the format, it's going to be rather simple. Each marble will get one strike at the current height. After each marble has run, it will be increased by one. If you fail a jump, you get a strike, and 3 strikes and you're out, as you can see here. A was from the Histrons will start us off. Now these first 3 rounds are still going to be important, because if you get a strike here, it's going to make the latter jumps where failing is likely, if not expected, a lot harder, because you no longer have that safety net. Now the tiebreak will go to the marble that created the highest height, but we'll have to see how that shakes up in the end. So far everyone has made it very clearly. Now Silver from the Sterling Skies also does it very cleanly. It's going to be an easy early round. All the more reason you don't want to be the one to fail it here. The White Whirlwinds, submitters of this event, cleared her first hurdle very easily. Now Dune Dashers are up. They do it as well. It's going to go by relatively quick, but still going to be a long one. We have a lot of jumps to go through. Ticket reserved from the Evergreen Oaks running this event also makes it very well done. Now with the John Jolts of Ohm, winner in event 5, the Finland Doors. How do they do here? And that's not great. They failed the first hurdle. That's going to be very disappointing for them. It's going to make the last few jumps very hard. Now we have Gloaming from the Eventide Auroras. The only marble running today that was also in the hurdles. You might have expected more teams to do so. Very close call there from the Autumn Ashes. But Eventide Auroras are the only one to have one marble run both the hurdles and the high jump. The 2 events that include jumping. And Gloaming did not do very well in this event, hoping for some redemption here. You would expect more teams to do so because of their similarities, but apparently not. Meanwhile, this round is going very well. A bit of a close call there from the Nightshades, but they clear it very well. Now Apple Tarts are up. They make the jump solidly. No worries there for now. Now we have the Rainbirds, championship leaders, hoping to hold off the Supersonics, and this is a very close card. That could have been a strike if it just gone a little worse. Close call, but the close call is still making it through. Now the Supersonics hoping to catch up to that Rainbirds and overtake them in this event. They're just a single point behind. We'll have to see how they do here. Only the John Jules have lost a life for now with the strike in the first round. Everyone else made the first jump. Now it's going to get a little harder. Avos from these runes starting us off again. Make it very easily. Well done. Now Glass from the Quartz Roses. They also make the second jump. Was looking a bit shy, but a very good bounce there. Clears all worry. Now Team Brimstone does the same. Closer to the bar that could spell dangerous. Now Silver from the Sterling Skies. Very solid run. Not very high. It was actually a close call there. Just barely avoiding the corner there. Touching the bar at all means you lose life here. Like our submitters do here. That was they just did not have the distance and land right on the bar. Very disappointing for them. Dune Dashers, very good jump there. They make it through. Ticket from the Evergreen Oaks now. They do make it. Very solid jump there. Easily clear the bar for now. John Jolts, they have their first strike. Hoping they can keep it at 1 for now. They do. Meaning they won't be last going into the next round. That's for sure. Now Gloaming from the Eventide Auroras. They also very easily make it. A low jump, but it's still affordable here in these early rounds. Now Chris from the Autumn Ashes. Also make it with a very high jump. That was a very strong one. Now Astrid from the Cosmoscopes. Also easily clear it. More distance than height there. But it's just all that matters in these early rounds is making it over no matter what. A solid jump there from the Winterwinds. Now we have Spectre from the Nightshades. They jump and they do not get enough height. They clip the side edge, the far edge of the bar and get a first strike here. Not great for them. Apple Tarts meanwhile, very solid jump, make it over. Now Canal from the Rainbirds. They have a very solid jump here. They will make it over. Going clean for now. And we have Stereo from the Supersonics. trailing them in the standings. But they get their first strike here. That was not a great jump. Just not enough distance. The height was alright, but that's White Whirlwinds, Nightshades, and Supersonics loses life here, meaning they and the John Jolts are the only ones at 2 lives. Everyone else, all the other 12 still have 1. AWAS from his runes will keep it clean in the 3rd jump. Well, Glass from the Quartz Roses do so as well. They will not. That was far too much distance. They just did not have that distance for the jump anymore and hit the underside of the bar. Team Brimstone seeing that and adapting well, holding back a bit and making good use of the bounce. Now, Silver from the Sterling Skies, very solid jump there as well. Now, Gust from the White Whirlwinds, they have 1 strike in the last round. Can they do better here? They do. Solid jump there. They will avoid the 2nd strike for now. Dirty from the Doom Dashers are up now. And what will they do? Very solid jump. Makes it over. Ficket from the Evergreen Oaks. And they easily clear this hurdle. Going clean for now. After 3 jumps. John Jolts cannot say that. Will they have another round like the last? Or the one before? And it will be the one before. They just had no distance. They barely even touched the bar. Not a great showing from our Event 5 winners for now. Gloaming from Eventadors very solidly makes the jump. Chris from the Autumn Ashes. Very strong jump there. That would have cleared almost any height, I think. It's not going to matter in this point. They're through just like the Cosmoscopes here in these early rounds. It's only the 3rd jump. But we've seen a few misses already. Wintermint is not one of them. Keeping it clean so far. Very nice. Nightshades lost their first life in the last jump. And they just barely lose a 2nd here. Clipping the corner there. Very unfortunate. Just barely didn't have enough distance. Apple Touch now. Easily clear this jump. Now Rainbirds, they're off and they also clear the jump, keeping it clean. Very well done. Supersonics lost their first life in the last round, hoping to avoid a strike here and will solidly do so. Now we have had 3 jumps. You can see only the Quartz Roses, John Jolts and Nightshades got a strike here, but the John Jolts and Nightshades already had one, so they're on their last legs. Everyone's still going very strong. Like the Histrunes here, AWAS will get a very solid jump going and makes it to the next round with all life still intact. Quartz Roses got their first strike. Can they avoid a 2nd here? And they do. Very solid jump. Now we have Team Brimstone. Will they keep it clean? And yes, they will. So keeping a bit of their power on lower jumps here is very intelligent, because it's the last round where you will need the jumps like the Sterling Skies just had there. Now, Gus from the White Whirlwinds. 1 strike. Will they add another or will they go clean here? They will go clean here. Very well done. Now, Dirty from the Doom Dashers. Will they make this jump here? And, ooh, they just barely don't. They just did not have the distance there. Very unfortunate to get their first strike here. Ficket from the Evergreen Oaks. A bit of a close call, but make it. John Jolts. They could lose here if they don't make this jump. Will they make it? And they will solidly make this jump. A bit scary with where they landed on the bounce pad, but they will go to the next round. Very well done. Now, Eventide Wars also make this jump very solidly clean so far. Now, Chris from the Autumn Ashes up next. Another very strong jump here. Showing off. We'll see if it works out for them in the later jumps. Now we have Ostert from the Cosmoscopes. Very solidly makes the jump here. Now Popsicle from the Wintermints. They're off and ooh, very close, but they will make it to the next round. Clean. Now the Nightshade Spectre could lose the game here, but does not. Very strong jump there. Positioning wasn't great. Now Sour from the Apple Tarts. Clean so far. Will they keep it? And no, just too much distance. They could no longer. They did not have enough space to get over the bar anymore. Rainbird's a very close caller, but very elegantly goes over the bar. The Supersonics, will they do so as well? Yes. Keep it clean after that 1 mess up in the early rounds. Now we've had 4 jumps. Only 2 failed here. Dirty from Dooners and Sour from the Apple Tarts. No one is eliminated yet. But we're getting closer to it. It's just going to keep getting harder. His runes here very elegantly make this jump as well. Now Glass from the Quartz Roses. Let's see. Oh, that's not looking great. And they get their 2nd strike. we've seen a few marbles make the mistake where they get too close to the jump mechanism and just no longer have the distance to get high enough. Team Brimstone very solid there, makes it clean. Sterling Skies get their first strike here. That just makes the same mistake as I just described. White Whirlwinds here, will they? And they barely clip the front of the bar, and that's gonna get them the second strike. Not looking great for submitters. Doing dashes here. Just very solidly make it over here. Bit of redemption for the last round. Now we have the Evergreen Oaks. We're off. Keeping it clean, very solidly clears the bar. Now the John Joes, they could be eliminated here. They need to make this jump, and they do. It was not very comfortably, but they managed to hold on for another round. Even Tadaros, once again, keep it clean. No strikes yet for them. Alamashes also don't have a strike yet, but will that change here? No, very solid jump. Makes it to the next round. Completely clean now. Asteroid from the Scopes. Another one of those marbles that have not made a mistake yet. And will not do it here. Now, Wintermints. Will they be the one to do it for the... And... Oof! Hitting the side of the bar. They get their first strike after a string of very solid jumps by the marbles before. And what's happen here? The Nightshades did not have a good jump and they're eliminated. They hit the side of the bar. Apple Tart just did not have the distance and do not clear it here as well until the second strike. And now with Canal from Rainbirds, we have kept it clean so far. But they don't make it here. This jump was looking very strong for the first few runners, but it's gone all astray in this last few. Supersonics very elegantly make it here, but as we can see here, the Nightshades clip the bar and they will be eliminated, securing themselves at that last finish. Apple Tarts also in the danger zone now with the Quartz Roses, I believe, and the White Women's. His Runes get their first strike here. They could not hold on for longer. Now the Quartz Roses also in the danger zone, but they make it here very solidly done. It could be important for tiebreakers. They move on to the next round. Team Brimstone has been clean so far, and they will keep it that way. No strikes after 6 jumps, I believe. And now the Sterling Skies get their second strike here. You can see it's gotten a lot harder here. White Whirlwinds, they are second strike. Will they be eliminated? And they will. Very unfortunate for event submitters. That's their third strike. They're out. Dune Dashers, only 1 strike. And they barely make it, but they do. Very strong performance there. Let's see. Evergreen Oaks, they don't have a strike yet, but they'll add one here. Now being on par with the Dune Dashers, who managed to clear this. Now, John Jolts, they've managed to live on for a few rounds, but they don't last much longer. They eliminated here. Very unfortunate. Even Tidal Wars also do not clear the bar. A lot more failures, as you can see. The event's starting to heat up. All our masters, will they make it here? And no, they clip the corner and get their first strike as well. Now, we have the Cosmic Scopes. We've had a lot of failures. Will the Cosmic Scopes be one of them? Yes! Another one that hits the side. Wintermints got their first strike in the last round, hoping to better themselves, but no. Not enough height. Lands them on the bar. Sour from the Apple Tarts had 2 strikes in a row. Can they recover? And it's a close, but no! Just not quite the distance, and that's not good for the Apple Tarts. Having 3 strikes in a row, gonna put them very low in the tiebreak. Meanwhile, the White Rainbirds get their second strike. The Supersonics could benefit here, and they do with a very solid jump. They've now overtaken the Rainbirds in this event. If they can keep it, they could get the championship lead. Meanwhile, Volcano from Team Brimstone is the only one that has been clean throughout on 3 lives still. His Runes, 1 strike in the 7th jump. Hits the bar, gets their second strike. Very unfortunate. Quartz Roses, they managed to live on in the last round, but will not here. They are eliminated. Team Brimstone have kept it clean so far, but hit the bar here and lose their get their first strike. Still very solidly in the standings for them. Sterling Skies, very solid jump here. They move on. That's going to be very important for them. Very crucial success there. Dune Dashers also just barely make it. Very strong. They will guarantee they still have 2 lives going on to the next round. Evergreen Oaks will not do the same. They get their second here. Now the Eventide Wars do not make the jump, just barely clip the side. Just like the Evergreen Oaks have got their second strike in a row. All Masters now, will they join them? No, just barely avoid the side of the bar, but that's good enough to make it to the next round without getting a strike. The Cosmoscopes do the same, very strong jump there. They keep themselves at one strike. Wintermint's here, they need to make the jump if they want to move on to the next round, but they don't. Just barely didn't have enough distance or height, both would have worked there. Now the Rainbirds, same deal. And it's just not enough distance to make it. Rainbirds are limited. It's very good for the Supersonics because they cannot be eliminated here, whether they make it or not, and they don't. That was very much not a good run. Very solidly under the bar. And you can see Quartz Roses, Wintermits, and Rainbirds are eliminated. We only have 9 competitors left. But Dirty from Doom, there's Chris from the All Masters, Asteroid from the Cosmoscopes, and Volcano from the Brimstone are still on 2 lives. His Truants are unfortunately eliminated here, getting the 3rd strike in a row. Team Brimstone still have a safety net, but they lose it here. But they will, of course, go on to the next round. Will the Stunning Skies join them? Let's see. And they do not. They clip the border. Did not have enough height. They're eliminated. Dune Dashers also have that safety net. Will they make the jump? Very solidly. That's looking very strong for the Dune Dashers. They're looking like they might get the gold medal already. Now with the Evergreen Oaks, who are eliminated here, getting the 3rd strike in a row. Very unfortunate. Them and his Runes. Will the Eventide Aurors join them in that sense? Yes, an unfortunate miss here. All 3 got 3 strikes in a row. Very sad to see. Now Chris from the All Masters lose a strike here, but had a safety net. But have lost it here already. Now, Asteroid from the Cosmoscopes. Can these keep the safety net in? Yes! They hold on. Just a single strike. Supersonics need to make this jump. But they just barely don't. That was very close. You can see Silver from the Stunning Skies, Stereo from the Supersonics, A was Wicked and Gloaming, all eliminated. We only have 4 competitors left. During Asteroid on 2 lives. Let's see here. Volcano needs to make this jump to get the podium. But they will not. Tiebreak will not go their way. Dune Dashers have a safety net, but making this jump could be crucial for the gold. They don't make it, but they'll get a second chance in the next round. All Masters need to make this jump. Will they? Let's see. And they do! Very good jump there. Just barely avoiding the bar. That will get them into prime position for the gold. Unless the Asteroids makes it here, but they don't. That means Volcano will be eliminated and gets 4th. But Crisp is in the driving seat making that last jump. Dirty and Asteroids are just behind. If any of them makes it, it's almost guaranteed for them to be a gold medal. Will Dirty do it? No. Dirty cannot get the gold. It's between the Honor Masters and the Cosmoscopes. Honor Masters, if they make it here, is going to make it even more hard for the Cosmoscopes, but they don't even touch the bar, just completely flew under it. It's down to the Cosmoscopes. Will they steal the gold from the Honor Masters? No! They hit the bar, and that means that on the tiebreak, because the Honor Masters made the jump in the last round, they will get the gold medal ahead of the Dune Dashers and the Cosmoscopes. Now, after that event, the Supersonics have overtaken the Rainbirds, which means we have a new championship leader. Cosmoscopes and Honor Masters, as well as the Dune Dashers, move up very solidly with those medals. Now, the next event will be an exciting one, the elimination race. See you then.